Hi everyone, and welcome back to Buddhism Bits. This would be the first episode that we would really touch on, the concept. Well, this turns out to be the misconceptions first. Well, as the topic goes, that according to the Tripitaka, there are more than one Buddhas. This may sound confusing because, we've always said that, okay, the Buddha was born in Nepal, his name was Siddhartha, and he left his throne for ordination and then attained enlightenment and then go to nirvana. Well, this may sound alien to you all, but the point of this is really to say that according to the Buddhist Bible or according to Buddhism, there are more than one Buddhas. And to quote from the Tripitaka, the number of the Buddhas are actually greater than the number of the sand in the Great Ocean. And that means countless. There are countless Buddha. Or to correct my grammar, there have been countless Buddhas that have been born and have entered the nirvana. What this implies is that, Buddhism believes in the concept of reincarnation. And that means that Buddhism believes in, believes in rebirth, and the status or the state of your birth depends upon what you've done, or the technical term is karma. If you've done good, you would receive good. And also another misconception on the most prominent figure in Buddhism, which is Buddha, is that Buddha is actually not our God. He is merely an enlightened or awakened teacher. He had attained, the enlightenment, and so he'd want to share what he've learned through his enlightenment with his students, and we are his students. And when you travel in the Eastern countries, you may have seen Buddha's statues or Buddha's images which look totally different. Well, one of the explanations is that Buddha has been he's been here 2,500 years ago, so the concept may be very vague in the artist's mind, and so it looks different. And also it may be, affected or influenced by traditions or cultures of each countries. But another explanation, is that different Buddha statues may refer to different Buddhas. Well, that again emphasizes that, there are more than one Buddhas. And, another thing that I'd like to share with you is that, when we, the common action of Buddhist, when you approach the Buddha statues or Buddha's figure, is that we bow 3 times, and I'll talk about what Buddhists do later on. But when we bow or we are paying respect to the Buddha statues or Buddha images, we are not worshiping the Buddha himself. Well, in fact, we are showing gratitude to his teachings, because his teachings have has immeasurable impacts on our life, for us to live a more peaceful, meaningful life, for us to attain the inner peace. And that goes my first episode on the Buddhism Bits. And just like in the first introduction episode, I'd like to end with this Buddhist saying, Ehi pazzico, come see you no. Goodbye and see you soon.